Hello, welcome to Geology 101. This is the first unit lecture. Each unit's lecture will be broken up into a series of different videos ranging from a few minutes up to 15 minutes apiece. They will cover each of the different sections contained within the lecture. Let's go ahead and get started. So this first unit is just on geology in general, kind of what it is, and Earth's formation. So we got to start somewhere. The best place to start is the Earth forming. All right, so let's do this. So geology, just as a science. So what is geology? I'm pausing because I want you to think about it. What is geology? Well, simply put, it's a scientific study of Earth through 4.56 billion years. That's how long Earth's been around. It's pretty old. In fact, that's how long our solar system has been around, about 4.56 billion years old. This class is specific to physical geology. Physical geology is the branch of geology where understanding Earth processes and materials. So how earthquakes occur, how rocks are formed, so on and so forth. There are a number of different branches of geology. This just happens to be one of them. Excuse me real quick. Okay. So, geology is a very broad field. Geology isn't just kind of one thing. Geologists are needed in many different ways, shapes, and or forms. Excuse me. So from planetary geologist needed on the moon, volcanologist, geologists studying ice, geologists involved with construction and other disasters like earthquakes, geologists below the ocean on the ocean floor. Geology happens everywhere. It's more than just the solid stuff, believe it or not. It also includes water and air. So it's a very broad field, geology. So why even bother studying geology? Why do people do this? Really, it's to attempt to fix society's most important problems. Everything that we have comes from two places. It's either grown or mined, pulled out of the ground. That's it. That's where stuff comes from. So we need to look to the Earth in order to fix, well, I guess everything. So we use geology to understand and attempt to fix issues with energy, water resources, mineral resources, the environment, climate change, natural hazards, how to deal with those. Especially living here in Arizona, climate change, drought, lack of water resources, all geology related. Earth's our home planet. It's the only one we got. We depend on it for everything. Resources are limited. They are not finite. Oil, gold, copper, these things are finite materials. Once they're used up, they're used up. So how to manage those properly. And the processes that are involved with Earth affect everything. The internal workings of the Earth, as you'll come to find out, as it radiates outward, causes plate tectonics, which can affect weather and ocean patterns and climates and everything. So geology has a hand in everything. But we also must have an appreciation for our role in geologic change, climate change. There are places now where you can dig down into the rock record, the dirt and rock record, and now scientists are finding plastics embedded with rock. So this plastic rock embedded structures that they're finding, and that is solely because of humans. The plastic is man-made, so unfortunately we're now seeing plastic in the rock record. Millions of years from now, if there's any sort of intelligent organism, if they dig down deep enough, they will start to find plastic in layers of rock. Sad to think about. This is actually, and so one reason, well, not one reason, but there's many, but here's just an example of why it's so important to kind of understand geology and knowing the part that you play. This is a plaque that's at the location of where once was a glacier in Iceland. So I'll read the English version, not the Icelandic. But Ok is the name of the glacier, is the first Icelandic glacier to lose its status as a glacier. In the next 200 years, all of Iceland's glaciers are expected to follow the same path. This monument is to acknowledge that we know what is happening and what needs to be done. Only you know if we did it. This is written towards the future. And so this was August 2019, and you can see that 415 parts per million CO2, that's how much carbon dioxide is in the atmosphere, the main driver of climate change. Okay. One last thing, as far as geology as a science is concerned, I want you to be careful with that word theory. A lot of people use that word incorrectly. I think Indiana Jones is the best movie ever. Oh, that's just your theory. That's your guess. That's your opinion. That's how most people use that word. That's not what that word means. So, theory, as it relates to science, is the highest level of knowing. There's nothing higher. An opinion, a guess, oh, that's your theory. The way most people say it, that's low level. Opinions, that has no relevance. However, in science, theory is the highest level of knowing. A theory is testable, it's repeatable, and it's never been proven false, and it's widely accepted. So the Big Bang Theory, people say, oh, it's just a theory, that's people's guesses. No. That's the highest level of knowing. We can test for evidence of the Big Bang. Those tests give us the same results, that the Big Bang occurred. It's never been proven false, and it's widely accepted. Never been proven false. Theory of evolution. Oh, that's just their theory. No. You're using the word wrong. Yeah, it's a theory. Highest level of knowing. We can test for for evolution. We see it in the fossil records. Those tests are repeatable. Gives us the same information over and over again. Never been proven false. Not to say that it can't, it's just, to this point, it's never been proven false. So that's the highest level of knowing. Science is very open. If we were to say, this is this discovery and that's it, and close the books on that, we would never get anywhere. So a scientist is fully open to new information, new data that might change what we know about this world. But as far as theory is concerned, high level of knowing. Be careful with that word. Okay, so we're going to pause there. That's the end of section 1. So I'm going to stop, and next video will be section 2. See you in a minute.